Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to add captions onto your video that you've created. Now, unfortunately, we can't do that in Adobe Rush, but Adobe Premiere Pro, which is the next step up, will do it automatically and really easily. So let's get into it. I'm going to click on New Project, and I've just got to find my coffee video. So I've selected my video, and you can see here I've got this create button down here. Also, you'll see it's got this automatic transcription turned on, which is going to be super handy for us. Let's click create. Great. So Adobe Premiere Pro is a little more complicated than Adobe Rush. So don't worry too much about some of the finer details here, but we're really just going to use it to add our captions. So what we're going to do here is I've got this panel up the top, which is going to invite me to create a transcript of the video. It's going to do its thing, and it's just going to read through and write out what I'm saying in the video. So I'm going to have to go through and make some corrections in this just to make sure that it does make sense. I often find whenever I say CIT, it comes up as city or something different. So just proofread and check. And you can play through and it will keep that timing.
Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a coffee using the Atomic coffee maker.
Great. So we've got the transcript now. And what we want to do next is to go to the captions section. And we want to create captions from that transcript. There's a few little presets you can use here, but I'm going to just use the subtitle default. There's also some other preferences you can use in terms of how much text is on the screen at any one time. So if you're making something like a TikTok where they just have like 1 or 2 words on the screen at a time, you'd put this maximum length right down. It's not great for accessibility for people who might have English as a second language and might need more time to read. So I'm going to pump it up to the default there and create captions. Okay, so it's created those as captions. This one up the top is our caption track. And you can see I've got a few issues here that I want to be able to fix. So first of all, I can select all my captions and I can edit them over here. So I can select what kind of font I want it to be. I can change the size, whether it's centered or left aligned. And probably importantly for this part is I can choose where it sits on the screen. Now, I think I want most of them to be down the bottom, but where I've got this other graphic coming across, so for this first two, I'm going to select just those two, and I'm going to put those up the top, and then it can switch to the bottom later. Let's test that out.
Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a coffee using the Atomic coffee maker. First thing we need to do is...
Great. And I need to obviously correct some of this, so I can actually come here and just correct it. I can correct it here on the screen, or I can correct it over here in the caption track as well, whatever suits you best. So the other thing we can do is I'm going to select all my captions, and sometimes I find that when I've got a lot of white background, this white text gets a little bit lost, particularly if I'm doing a screen record and I'm showing a demonstration of eLearn or something. So I can change that fill color, and I'm going to go with something, a bit more like the standard sort of SBS style yellow. And I can apply either a stroke or a shadow. It's got a bit of a shadow on it at the moment, but a stroke is an outline, and that's currently a white outline, which is a bit full on. So I'm going to change that to black, and I can change the width of that as well. But that's going to be a reasonably accessible set of subtitles. Let's check it out.
is fill up jug with just over 1 cup's worth of water, and we're going to pour that water into the back.
Great. So that's as simple as it is. You can just change any of those settings that you need to there. And then again, we just go to export up the top and we can save this. And this might be your version that has the captions saved to it, and export down here. And there you go. You've got a captioned video.